Hello there. Let's look to East Asia, where Bebinka is set to become a typhoon after moving across Japan's Ryukyu Islands. It's moving in the East China Sea, strengthening as it does so. We're looking at winds of 120 kilometers per hour by the time it makes landfall. That's expected in Zhejiang province. It's got the risks of a storm surge, potentially bringing flooding as well, thanks to the very heavy rain to areas such as Shanghai. We are expecting some disruption to transport there. It'll continue to work its way across more central parts of China in the new week. We're also seeing some wetter weather from that system pushing across into Japan, but it is still a very hot and humid story here and across the Korean peninsula. Now, we're also set to see further flooding across the northeast of India, and that's thanks to a monsoon depression that's already caused flooding in Myanmar, across parts of Bangladesh as well. You can see the very heavy rain here that sparked red warnings for the likes of West Bengal and Odisha on Sunday. It'll move into more central areas Monday into Tuesday. But for the rest of the country, we are seeing some showers, but no further warnings out. It's much drier up in the north now and largely dry across much of Pakistan on Monday. Hello, let's have a look at the weather across South America, and officials are calling it a continent ablaze. That's thanks to wildfires, record wildfires burning across Brazil's Amazon into Bolivia, and that smoke is affecting cities like Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo. Now, Brazil is suffering its worst drought on record. We've also had winter heat waves pushing temperatures right up in places like Sao Paulo. We haven't seen the temperature fall below 32 degrees Celsius since last Saturday. They will be tumbling down, however, thanks to the arrival of some storms. You can see the digits will flip by Sunday. We're expecting those thunderstorms there on Monday. You can see the rain creeping its way further north across Paraguay into Bolivia as well. We'll also see some wet and wintry weather pulling into the very south of Chile, but Santiago is set to see the temperature pick up. We're seeing very high temperatures as well across the north of Brazil. A much drier picture here. Now, in contrast to this, for Central America and the Caribbean, we've seen some very wet weather, especially across the northwest of Mexico. That's thanks to Tropical Storm Ileana. It caused flooding in Baja California. We're expecting that heavier rain to continue here on Saturday. Hello there. Let's have a look at the weather across the Middle East over the next few days. And it is a largely quiet picture with very dry skies for much of the region. We will, however, see some showers develop across western parts of Yemen, pushing up across the southwest of Saudi Arabia as well. It remains largely hot and dry elsewhere for much of the region, but temperatures aren't sitting as high as they have been for places like Iraq and Kuwait. Temperatures are set to come down across the Levant, Beirut coming down to 28 degrees Celsius, with more breezy and cloudy conditions with a chance of some showers. And that's thanks to unsettled weather moving across the Mediterranean. Those features are also set to affect some northern countries in Africa, places like Tunisia as well as Libya, seeing some blustery winds and the chance of some rain as well for Morocco on Sunday. But it's not as wet as what we're seeing for the west of Africa, with heavy falls to come from Mali, places like Guinea-Bissau, as well as Liberia and Senegal. Now, that rain continues across the central band of Africa, but further south it is a largely dry picture. We've got heatwave conditions across Botswana and northern parts of South Africa, but things will cool down in Johannesburg with rain on Monday and Tuesday.